All of you, hope you guys are great. So I can see that a lot of you guys are taking different types of bootcamp. Some of you are taking smart contract bootcamp, Ethereum bootcamp, blockchain bootcamp, loyalty bootcamp, hard hat bootcamp, web development bootcamp, backend bootcamp. A lot of bootcamps are you guys are taking. I got the huge list of all the bootcamp in the email which you guys have sent me. So that's why I thought let's make a video and let's talk about that. That what exactly this bootcamp and who can take this bootcamp. I don't have anything personal for all those developers who create bootcamp for 8 days, 10 days, or a 10 week or a 6 month. I don't have anything personal with them. In this video, I'll share my personal point of view because all of you know that I come from a non-technical background. I don't have a CS degree. So the way I have learned the entire development, I wasted a lot of time in my initial stage. So right now, if I sit, I can easily able to recall that where I have wasted my time. If I would not focus on that particular course, I would have saved close to 3 to 7 months close very easily. So that's what I'm going to cover in this video, and I hope you guys will have a better idea that why you should not take the bootcamp and who can take the bootcamp and how it's going to save your time. So that's what the video will be about. So before I tell you that why you should not take the bootcamps as a beginner developer, let's try to understand the nature of the bootcamp. No matter what bootcamp you can take, you will find commonality in all the bootcamps. They all bootcamps and short in nature. So that's the one commonality you will find. And the one thing you will notice in all of this bootcamp that they will teach you the layer. Only 10% things they will teach you in the bootcamps. And when you will have the half knowledge, that will create more confusion. So they will pick a particular technology, they will show you particular syntax, 2 or 3 syntax, and they will finish the bootcamps. So that's the common nature you will find in all the bootcamp, and that's is the biggest problem which I see in this bootcamp. And that's why I would not recommend to anyone to take the bootcamp, because if you really want to learn something, if you really want to master something, it takes times. If you talk about JavaScript, how you couldn't learn about JavaScript in just 1 week, in 3 hours? It's absolutely impossible. They will teach you the syntax, they will teach you how to utilize it, but when you're going to build, use those syntax in actual project, you're not going to work. And that's what I have faced. Trust me, what I have faced this one. So I took a lot of boot camps in my initial days, and on the basis of that I can tell you this. So this is the one problem I find, and that's why I'm criticizing all the time, and that's why I have never launched any boot camps on the smart contract or any project. So the one thing I really want to highlight, that if you really want to learn about JavaScript, smart contract, Ethereum, blockchains, build project. Because when you will build, you will learn actually. Because when you will write some code, when you build a logic, that will going to stick in your head for a longer time. And in that way, you will learn faster because you are actually building something. And that's what I have learned, and that's what I have able to keep so far along with me. So whatever project you have built, you can see I have tons of project on my YouTube channel. So when you will build project, in that you are solving a particular issue, you are building a real world application, so you know that how to use the syntax, how to use hardware to deploy, how to do the configuration. If I show you that you can deploy the smart contract just like this, but there is tons of things involved. You have to do the network configuration, you have to use the optimizer, you have to use the compiler, tons of things are there. And that's things you're not going to learn in the bootcamp. So never try to rush for learning something. It take times. Definitely it will take times no matter how hard you try. If you want to learn about the JavaScript, you have to give time. You have to give 2 to 3 hours every single day for the next 1 to 2 months. 2 months is enough. If you consistently give 2 hours to 3 hours, you will be master in 2 to 3 months. And once you will start building the project, that will give you the real learning. So for the day one, start building the project, and whatever syntax you are utilizing, try to understand that how it's function. Test all the syntax, all the feature and functionality we are using in multiple way. So one function can be written in multiple ways, so try to test that. That will open up your ideas of thinking and how you can write it out. So that's the only thing I want to tell you and highlight here, that focus on project. Focus on project if you really want to get a job, if you want to really get an internship, because no one's care about the skills, about the knowledge, about the technical things, unless or until you don't have anything to show. If you go in a company for an interview, they will ask for your portfolio, what project you have built, and on the basis of that they're going to ask you a question. So once you have a project, you can show them, and they can ask you that what logic you have implemented, so you can explain, you can answer in better way. But if you go just like this for a JavaScript interview, a smart contracts interview, that would be more tough for you because there is a lot of trick can be happen, and that's create a lot of confusion. So it's always very important that build as many project as you want. For the next 2 to 3 months, just decide to build project, just build project, blindly build project, and try to understand whatever we are building, whatever technology we are utilizing, just try to understand. So if you really want to learn about the blockchain and smart contract development and app development, we have 20 plus project on our channel. Come here, pick the NFT marketplace, pick the Uniswap clone, pick the real estate app, all the project which you can find comfortable with, just start building with that. And once you build that, try to rebuild with your own. Once you follow the tutorial, build it completely. After that, try to rebuild the project. So once you do that 1 or 2 times, everything will be stick in your mind, and for the next project you will start ready. Before you will see me coding, you're going to build the entire function on your own. So that's how you will learn. So again, I would like to mention again and again, try to focus on a proper course. So take those bootcamp, and that they're building any project, they're building everything from scratch to end, and that will give you a real learning. Don't try to focus on the theoretical concept, because if you don't implement that, you will forget. So theoretical is 10 to 20%, but 80% is your practical, and that's what you're going to show in the internship, in the internship, and in the forget a internship, or when you will go for a job. So again, try to give more focus on a project based bootcamp. So there are some bootcamps are good in nature, they're building a project, and that's what you have to focus on. Don't go and take the boot camps on the theoretical aspect. It's good to have those knowledge, but if you really want to get industry ready, you need to have a project. So that's the only thing I want to talk about in this video. Hope you guys have got your answer, that what you have to do and how you have to prepare, and you have to be very picky that what project you are building. Okay, so as I always say on my channel, that build any project like a startup, because when you will have that kind of mindset, you will be focusing more, you will try to include all the best things in your project, and you will give your best. Okay, so hope this entire thing makes sense to all of you guys, and if you have any confusion, any questions to ask, do let me know in the comment section. I'll try to answer that. And again, do let me know in the comment section, and if you're new to my channel, hit like and subscribe. That will motivate me a lot. And do let me know what do you think about this boot camps, and what's your idea on that, and what bootcamp you found interesting. So if you have found any bootcamp interesting, do share the links in the description, so we can make and mention in the project, so other can get the benefits. So that's the end from my end. So that's the only thing I want to talk about from my end in this video, and hope you guys have found this video valuable. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.